What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Ben Thomas Show. Thanks for coming back. Guys, Howard Chan is listening because tonight I was on the Jedi Knights Watch YouTube channel on the Wolfpack Wednesday live stream, and I said I would love to see a Cassian Andor. And boom, here it is, alongside K-2SO from Rogue One. It's a good night to be a Rogue One Star Wars fan. So guys, stick around. If you like the video, hit the like button, smash the subscribe. If you're new to the Ben Thomas Show, let's talk about these. And let's get into it.
Oh, pardon me, but it's
Ben Thomas Showtime. Let's go.
Okay guys, welcome back. So let's talk about Cassian Andor here first. I gotta say, first impressions looking at the photos here, I definitely think it looks good. I know exactly who it's supposed to be. I was really rooting for a Cassian, and I actually really enjoyed the Andor TV series overall, but Rogue One has a special place in my heart, especially with regards to my love for Star Wars. I would say it's OT trilogy for me, and then Rogue One is definitely up there in that higher echelon of films that I love. And it was always very obvious that there was this omission within that line. Originally when Hot Toys came out with this, like how could they not have given us an Andor to go along with a K-2SO and all of the others that came at that time? And this isn't the first time we've seen a K-2SO. This is now a 2.0 of the K-2SO, and we'll get there in a few minutes. But with Cassian here, first thoughts were, oh, okay, like, do I love it? I'm not too sure. To be honest, the tailoring looks a little bit baggy. He kind of looks a little bulky in his outfit, where most reference photos that I can find, he looks pretty slender down and the outfit's a little bit more slender fitting in a weird way. And also, I gotta say, while I recognize Diego Luna here as Cassian, of course, because he's got very unique facial features, let's be honest, I also think that in most reference photos that I can find of him, at least from that age and that time period, his face was a lot more slender and narrow, and his nose bridge was a little bit longer than what we're seeing here in the Hot Toys figure. So it's not a perfect likeness for me. It's somewhere in the 7.5 to 8. I definitely know who it's supposed to be, but I wouldn't say that it's perfect. Now, again, sometimes unique characteristics Hot Toys happens to just capture amazingly so, and then other times there's some tweaks that could be involved. And I do think that this is an exciting announcement either way, because there's still opportunity to tweak this. And let's be honest, I gotta say the pricing is coming in for this guy a lot lower than I was honestly expecting. I talked tonight on the Jedi Knights Watch about price conditioning, but let's be honest here, I've been expecting $280, $285, and maybe even higher with the looming tariff situation. And so I wasn't expecting to see a figure going in at $275 for the Hot Toys Andor here, which is a pretty solid price point, if you don't mind me saying so. But also, I couldn't believe that the K-2SO is coming in at $265. And with the 2.0 version of K-2SO, let's pull it up on the screen here, we're getting the illuminated eyes with the USB functionality. I think that is a notable upgrade, of course, for this. Once again, one step closer to us seeing reissues, unfortunately, of those Iron Men down the line, so stay tuned for those videos. But I gotta say, with regards to the tune of reissue, I feel like there was a time where reissue was the hot button subject, and now it's becoming kind of like, what's the reissue of the week? In fact, I could almost have a whole video segment on it, for better or for worse. The days of the Grail no longer feel like they exist within the collecting sphere. I'm expecting now, especially with a K-2SO 2.0, to see other figures from this line redone as well. And so hold on to your grails. If you got some of those previous figures from the Rogue One line, I still think they're great. I still think they're valuable, both monetarily as well as nostalgia-wise, but I can definitely see a world in which Hot Toys continues to do this with everything that's a Grail. And I almost don't even want to say it out loud, but this to me looks like an updated K-2SO as well, which is teased in the background of these photos. So I think that is worthy of noting, especially if that's the case. Now, arguably, this Cassian doesn't come with a lot either. So the price point, while it is definitely reasonable, you're not getting a lot in the box. I am getting a little bit sick of these stock hands, I will say. I unboxed my John Wick 4 recently, and I was really uninspired by the hands there, especially when I compared it to something like the Sideshow Beetlejuice that did an incredible job on the hand painting and the sculpting. These hands start to feel very plasticky and old looking these days. No, it's pretty basic. So, look, I'm excited about this because I've wanted a Cassian Andor. This is likely a buy for me. I do hope for some subtle upgrades in the facial sculpting. I think if they narrow the face a little bit, and I think that they bring that bridge down on the nose just a little bit, and if they can just tighten the tailoring just a little bit, make them look a little more slender in the outfit, if that's possible in 1/6 scale, I think that this is still an absolute banger otherwise, and an exciting night to be a Star Wars fan and a Rogue One fan. If I'm taking a look at the K-2SO in comparison to what we've seen from the past, this K-2SO, like we said, comes with the illuminated eyes, with the USB functionality. Otherwise, looks pretty much the same in terms of its paint applications. I'm sure that there's some tweaks and improvements there, of course, and he does come with the extra gun accessory, so pretty cool as well. The bases are pretty basic on both the previous version and the new version. I think if you have the old version, you probably don't need this one. I also know they did the KX Enforcer droid not that long ago as well, and some of you even probably modified that to look like K-2SO. So again, this might be just either a complimentary piece, or you might be one of those folks like me who never originally got that K-2SO figure and are kind of excited, especially at this price point. Now, there's no mention of die cast in there or anything like that. This looks like it's fully plastic, which is fair. Again, I don't think you need that kind of weight in the display. I do think figures that have like a robotic look, though, there's still something just a little extra premium about having some die cast in there, even just to give it more of a weighty boy type of feel. And so I wish there was maybe a little bit in there, but, you know, again, that would increase the price point as well, which none of us need at this point. So I put the question back to you guys. Are you excited about this? What are your thoughts on the likeness of Diego Luna? In some of these photos, I see him really good. And others, I'm like, could use some love. Are you going to get the Cassian Andor in your collection? Are you going to get a K-2SO? Are you going to trade your old K-2SO out for the new one so you can keep them more lit in your display if you don't have the fusion reactors and all of the things? Is this one that you can actually pass on? Has some of that hype passed? Keep in mind, Andor Season 2 is just around the corner, so I have a feeling that's going to reinvigorate my love for this character, hopefully even more. And if that's the case, this seems like pretty good timing from Hot Toys for once. And it's not a limited edition, which is, to be honest, a little bit of a sigh of relief. I've been getting kind of fatigued by all of the limited items. So this is cool. I'm excited. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. But I'm keeping it short tonight because I'm going to bed. Enjoy the evening. If you like the video, hit the like button. Smash the subscribe if you're new to the Ben Thomas Show. And guys, I'll catch you on the next preview video. Thanks for watching, everybody.
Wow, what a great audience. Be sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Because subscribing makes you feel good.
Where shall I go? What shall I do?
Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn.
It's gone. It's all gone.